Good evening and welcome to Connections, RCN's magazine in motion, connecting you to the people and the places of the RCN coverage areas. Connections featuring Katie McDonald.
Do you believe everyone has a story to tell?
Wally Ely. The Morning Call's columnist, Greg Karp.
Little things in your life. It can save you money.
The High Valley Zoo's Anthony Laporta.
I have a passion for animals my entire life.
And your host, Chris Michael.
Good evening and welcome to Connections, the program that connects with the viewers in the RCN coverage areas. I'm Chris Michael, and coming up on tonight's program, we'll bring you a little spirit of the holiday season with the story of a local organization looking to provide joy for underprivileged kids. We'll have details on one of the Lehigh Valley Zoo's most popular attractions during the 2009 year. We'll have tips on how you can save money if you're looking to move in the new year. And our regular Parenting Smart segment deals with strategies you can use to help kids do their homework. Those stories and more coming up on tonight's edition of Connections. First up, we have the story of a former science teacher who believes divine intervention drove him to create a new opportunity for children. Connections reporter Katie McDonald explains.
Stefan Kozlowski believes in signs. So after seeing 3 of them, Community Bike Works was born.
I read an article in Parade magazine in June of 1994 about a program for inner city kids in Indianapolis that allowed them a chance to earn a bicycle. And I thought it was pretty cool. The idea was just in the back of my mind. About a week and a half later, I get a letter from an 81-year-old lady with that article enclosed. It was addressed to my bike shop, not to my name because I didn't know her. And it said, wouldn't it be neat if someone did this for the children in Allentown? I figured, goodness, someone is giving me a message. In September of 1994, it went into the Conference of Churches because we decided we needed to be umbrellaed under some nonprofit in order to start. September 13th, 1994, went to their board of directors meeting, did a presentation, 5-minute presentation. Then and there, the board voted to umbrella us.
I came to Bikeworks because my brother actually told me that we could get a free bike, and of course I didn't believe him. So he went through the course first, and afterwards I came in, and I immediately fell in love with the place, and I've been here ever since. What I like about Bikeworks is the different people, and also the fact that we get to make a change in people and the children's lives. When we look at them and see how they change from the beginning of the course to the end, it's amazing.
The message of Community Bike Works is clear. We are about kids, not bikes. Bikes are simply the means to the kids who come here.
We're about showing kids that if you work, you can earn something. We're about the work ethic. We're about building relationships with kids, giving them a safe haven to build relationship with adults and get a sense of well-being.
We use the bikes because kids like bikes, and we get them in here. And then and once they're here, and if you're sitting there for even just 15 minutes working on a brake adjustment with a student, you have a chance to talk to them about what's going on. Who do you live with? Who do you who do you like to hang out with? What do you do in your free time? And you really learn about the kid, and then you maybe see where they can use some help, or maybe they just need somebody to come in and talk to.
It really links into our mission, which is to help get kids off the street and keep them away from drugs and fights and stuff like that.
One example that I have was I had a kid in one of my classes who he was a little foul-mouthed at first and didn't actually believe, but as it went through, he always used to talk about how, in the beginning, what will happen if we fail, more looking at the pessimistic side of things rather than optimistic. But by the time we were finished, he was excited and he was really team-oriented and he loved coming here. And he actually volunteered for a little while.
My youth volunteer is somebody from the age of 12 to 14 that can come in and they can they help with teaching classes. In class, they help with teaching the kids how to fix a bike. They help set up and get ready, and then help put stuff away.
I think you've got to look at the kids that have come through Community Bike Works. You interviewed Andre Fleming. He's just a great kid. He's developed so much. You interviewed the other 2 apprentices. those are the success stories, the kids that have come through and are making a success of themselves, is that 80% of the kids that come into the Earn a Bike graduate. That's like an amazing statistic for our demographic, because 4 out of 10 children don't finish in the same school in the Allentown School District. And yet 8 out of 10 children here finish.
I thought it was like a really good program. Like getting a free bike, I really didn't believe it. My bike was 24 hours, so each class was 2 hours. So if I came to all 12 classes, I would get to take the bike home.
One material which must be recovered. Removed.
One of the things they do in the Earn a Bike is we have a maintenance manual that we ask them to read and try and comprehend what the manual's trying to tell them to do. And if we feel like there's a reading deficiency, then we can suggest that they come up here.
We actually do a reading screening when they first get here, and we screen their reading and their comprehension. We also do it again at the end of the semester, and kids jump like 2 to 3 grades every single time. They usually do the bike program downstairs or have done it in the past, and then they suggest for them to come up here. And for two days a week, for 2 hours each time, they do the reading program. We help them with homework, we help them with anything they need help on in school. So it really does help them, and the most time all the kids want to do it.
We have been a model for programs outside this area. Back in 1997, we had a group from Philadelphia visit us because their program was failing. They modeled their program after ours, and now they're very successful.
And you got it. Good job. All right. That's enough.
I am proud of everything that's going on here. It's a group effort.
As you know, we believe strongly in doing whatever we can to keep the community healthy and strong. And we know that Community Bike Works certainly follows that as well. So we couldn't be more pleased than to be here to present a contribution from the Air Products Foundation of $50,000 to go towards the renovation of the building. So thanks for all your hard work, and especially all of the volunteers. We're thrilled to have Andre in the picture here with us, because I know it's volunteers like all of you that really make this work.
More than anything, Community Bike Works needs volunteers who can come in to mentor and instruct. Reporting for Connections, I'm Katie McDonald.
The Community Bike Works is based in Allentown. For more information, you can log on to their website at communitybikeworks.org. Time for our first break of the evening, but coming up next, our regular financial advice segment has moving strategies that can help save you money.